62 now. 62, enter. And we're going to run some of these and just see what they look like. So I'm going to go back to 53 for a moment. 53, enter. And now I'm going to just touch the DPM button. Now we see on the touch screen, we see the DPM menu. This is a 3 keyframe effect. And I'm going to right down here hit that lovely little macro button that we've learned about. Or I can just hit the play and reverse buttons that are up here. I know that I've already programmed these to do what I want to do, so I'm going to run that effect in, or just go to the beginning of the effect. I can run that forward. I can continue to run it to the 3rd keyframe and then back. That's how the effect comes, just pre-programmed. Obviously you don't want bars in the background there. So I'm going to go over to my keyers right down here in the lower left of the shot of the console here. And I'm just going to select keyer 1 and I'm going to put a graphic in there. So graphic, you can see that popping right in there. I'm going to hit keyer 2 and I'm going to hit playback A because that kind of looks like this would normally be a camera shot. So I'm going to hit playback A and put that in there, and that makes a lot more sense. We like how that looks. Now we're going to store that in a brand new EMEM. So I'm going to go back up here and hit EMEM. Now I can just come over here to the multifunction window and I'm going to store that in a location that's convenient for me. So first I'm going to hit lock learn. And I'm just going to put it in register 1, which here is 0, 1, enter. Now when I recall that, I'm going to get those sources and that background, and it's going to be great. Now I'm going to go back to the DPM mode for a minute. If we just go back over and look at the touch screen again. Now we see the touch screen is showing us the DPM screen. I'm going to hit a convenient little button called Live Mode here, and that's going to show me a really nice view of a bunch of effects at once. Now as you look at the preview screen and notice that these effects are built to pop up on preview, I'm just going to in a moment I'll demonstrate why that's important. I'm going to just select number 54. You can see 53 is highlighted. That's currently what we have. I'm going to select 54. Now I can come back down here and I can run that effect. I can either run it from here or I can run it down here on my macro buttons. So if I run that effect now, that happens to be kind of the mirror image of the previous effect. So I usually record both of those so I can put the presenter in the correct perspective if he's looking over one shoulder or the other toward the graphic. So now I'm just going to real briefly go back to the other screen, actually just to show you a different way we can record that. So I just hit EMEM again, and now I'm going to hit the direct button. When I hit the direct button, that gives me 10 immediate effects. To recall them, I just hit one button instead of hitting 0, 1, enter, which would be the other mode of operation. I just hit 1, enter, and it recalls that. But before I do that, I have an effect on preview that I want to save, and all I need to do in this mode is hit lock learn 2, and now it's there. Now we can clearly see on the preview that all I need to do now is toggle between those buttons 1 and 2, and I immediately get that effect. That's very, very handy. Up to 10 effects on one bank. And I'm in that bank because I first stored on 0, 1, enter. That puts me in the 0 through 9 bank. If I stored on, say, 10, enter, and then went to direct mode, I'd be in 10 through 19, and so on. But that's how you use the direct mode. That's how you store your effects with the offered presets. I just want to demonstrate real quickly, as we use these effects, be very careful not to change or not to recall them when they're on program. Here is what happens. I'm going to go back to the EMEM mode. I'm going to put that on program. Let's say, oh my goodness, I want to put that face on the other side. Well, really, what you should do first is you need to get out of that to a source full, like the playback source, and go there before you call it up. Because if this is on screen and I call up the other version of this effect, as you can see here over in this multifunction section here, if I call that up, all that goes away because it was built on preview. So be very careful when you have something on preview that you want to go cleanly to a different source and then call up the other effect. Now I can put that effect in, then I can run it on program. That's pretty much an introduction to the pre-programmed effect on the kayak that Alfred has provided. Love to let you play around a little bit and see what you can do with them, and I hope that was helpful.